Okay. Well, Kino Casino, this was the beginning of the show earlier when apparently Ash had a generational crash out. And I can't wait to see it. Fuck yeah, let's go.
Slow down.
What the fuck is happening? This is the Kino Casino, May 11th, 2026, aka Jermageddon. Now, I've said that a lot, but it just keeps getting worse as the clickbait YouTube thumbnail.
Bro, if you can't turn it down from the pop-up window, how do I turn this shit down? I gotta do it from here? Fucking stupid. Why does every website suck? Like, seriously, it didn't used to be this bad. Is it because of AI? You used to be able to adjust the volume, by the way, in the pop-up chat when it was Twitter.
Would tell you, but this time it isn't the fucking nothing burger. This time, every single fucking day, not just every day, every
Fuck yeah, dude. It's exactly what I said. Giant fucking nothing burger.
hour, every quarter fucking hour, the entire story is changing. Like, the title that says "Quartering deletes Twitter" is out of date. Do you know? It's not the biggest happening that fucking happened.
That's like low.
In the last 24 hours. Like, it's yesterday's news, you know? Like, today's news is yesterday's fucking news. Like, there's news going on right now.
We extended the intro. With
well, because I had to get all of these DMs that Sydney Watson dropped on Jeremy Hambly. That the DM drop ended, folks, because Jeremy Hambly is blackmailing Sydney Watson right now with threats of lawsuits, doxing family members, potential violence. Who the fuck knows? And you gotta, like, who is this man? Like, he has the ability to just take down YouTube videos with a snap of his fingers. He has the ability to silence Me Too victims with just a simple phone call or text message. Yep. And make no mistake.
And YouTube's not doing anything about this shit. And they know about it. They definitely know about it now. They replied to Kino Casino. YouTube creators replied to Kino Casino. So they fucking know about this whole Jeremy Hambly situation. And they're just letting him get away with all this shit. What kind of power does he have? Dude, I fucking hate YouTube, man. I'm only there secondary. I fucking hate every platform. Like, what? COVID fucked everything, man. I used to have so much fun on these platforms. It was great. What the fuck happened?
Folks, that's 100%, in my opinion, allegedly, what the fuck happened tonight.
That's what I'm saying.
Camelot's leaking all of these DMs exposing that Jeremy has been blackmailing Sydney Watson for years.
She won't admit it.
Screwed her over in their business dealings. Just completely fucked her. He was creepy with her in public. There are recordings.
He's not a predator, though, she says. He's predatory, but I wouldn't say he's a predator.
Of Jeremy Hambly that Sydney Watson made that God fucking knows. And the tape was due to be released tonight, folks. We were promised that the audio recording of Jeremy Hambly being creepy, he was drunk, who the fuck knows, was going to be dropped tonight, completely exposing him.
But shocking that
Sydney
he was doing
Watson,
that.
Yeah, I know, right? Well, we all knew. It was an open secret.
Yeah, exactly.
Just like it was with Harvey Weinstein. And that's what we're dealing with here tonight, folks, is the Harvey Weinstein.
Yeah, he's the Harvey Weinstein of the fucking internet.
Weinstein and Ghislaine Maxwell of the right wing. In the quartering, Jeremy Hambly and Chrissie Mayr. And Judgment Day is here for these fucks. They're finished. They're cooked.
That Chrissie Mayr show.
They're
what
done.
the fuck?
Chrissie.
How do you fumble? Like, just go, I fucked up, I lied, I was panicking, fuck those guys.
Because she had a job lined up with the quartering. And quartering has announced today, guys, Hannah Claire Brimelow's done. She's resigned. She's not showing up for work. He said,
which isn't really what happened. She's going to be back for the midterms, he says. Aren't we in midterm season already?
Until the midterms.
Yeah.
So she's gone till November?
Or
It's the same lie. It's the same lie we were told about Luke, where Luke went up to the farm upstate to run around in the hay patch and play with all the fun animals, and he would be back by the midterms too. And we've received no update on that. Jeremy Hambley was alone today. Yeah, that's where Luke is.
Yeah, why isn't Luke saying anything, I wonder?
Luke had the best timing in the world when he got out of this flaming shit heap Titanic fucking disaster in the nick of time, last plane out of fucking Saigon, like out of this basically unscathed.
Right? Nobody's talking about Luke. I actually like Luke a lot. I've been a huge fan of Luke for a long time. He's actually kind of what inspired me to use the label anarchist, even though I'm not really an anarchist. I'm like a community anarchist. I want a government that would allow me to have my anarchist community. I don't want to have an anarchist society. Exactly.
I think you said before he left, you're like, Luke, you're better than this. You have to go before it all.
And he was. And he was better than this. And he did go. Hannah Claire's out of there. I don't think we're seeing her again. No. Yep. Melanie Mack, conspicuous by her absence today. You'd figure if Hannah Claire was going to bail and not show up, even though Melanie doesn't typically work Mondays, she could have done her boss the solid of standing by her after she made the whole mess much worse on Chrissie Mayr's show and basically sunk Chrissie Mayr's entire career. Although you can't even blame Melanie Mack because Chrissie had so many opportunities to save it and she fucked herself so badly. And tonight, folks, you're going to see clinically, surgically, precisely an expose of Chrissie Mayr that just destroys all of her narratives. Chrissie knew. She knew the whole time before she had the interview with Melanie Mack on the 22nd of April, a full 2 weeks before the interview. She was on a live stream, a public live stream with Nina Infinity and this ebony gentleman. Okay. And on this live stream, it was revealed to her the entire situation with TheQuartering. Basically all of it. Literally. And not only, and it's all public. And the live stream is still available. I'm going to show everybody the live stream. I'm going to show you the clips of the situation being explained to Chrissie Mayr. And then I'm going to show you Nina Infinity practically in tears as she explains to Camelot how Chrissie lied and lied and lied to her and fucked her over. And she lied to Brittany Venti. She lied about Brittany Venti. And she's lied to multiple creators in DMs. Creators that she works with on a regular basis. By the way, we won't name names. No. They're free to come forward and expose the truth. But Chrissie lied to multiple panelists on Friday Night Tights about the situation. And Camelot exposed the whole fucking thing. He says in the DMs, Chrissie Mayr admitted that she knew about the whole controversy with Melanie Mack. She knew about the whole thing beforehand, and she did it and played dumb for money. Woo! She wanted the money. She wanted the clout. And now we know that she was sweeping, probably because Hannah Claire Brimelow put in her 2 weeks notice just a few weeks ago. And the job was coming up to be on the Quartercast, to be paid $500 a show for a couple of hours of sitting there and telling Jeremy he's so sexy and nodding her fucking head. And she wanted that position. And it looks like she's going to get that position based on what Jeremy Hambley is saying on his show today. The whole conspiracy is being blown wide open. Beyond. The developments just continue. Folks, I thought the headline today, when we first started prepping this show over the weekend, the big headline is Jeremy Hambley banned from the Renaissance Fair. Whoa, buddy.
That was
Jeremy Hambley banned from the Renaissance Fair, which is a crazy.
Too much is fucking happening, dude. It's hard to keep up. I'm seeing new stuff coming out over here, just over off screen on X.
Development.
A crazy show, by the way.
Any other day, that would be the main event.
The greatest
top
show
headline. This is amazing. We're feasting, bros. We're winning. Hambly's defeated. Quartering's destroyed. Because that Renaissance fair is one of his favorite things in the world, he says. Him and his wife go 5-6 times a year, nearly every weekend during the summer. And because of his creepy behavior that was uncovered in a multiple-hour stream where he was perving on women and children and making families uncomfortable with his drunken, foolish antics while his wife was with the bull doing God knows fucking what,
I'll tell you
he
what.
was officially banned from that property and all of the other properties managed by that Renaissance fair, which means he can't even go to the one in Chicago. He can't go to the one in LA. He can't go to any of the 4 properties they manage. Like the entire Midwestern Renaissance fair, it's over for Jay. He can't.
Bye.
Then
He'll just use an alt account to get in. He'll put on a fake beard and mustache over his beard and mustache.
Jeremy Hambly decided that rather than focus on the evil Nazi trolls of Kino Casino, which it's easy to paint us as the bad guys. You know, it's very easy to go, holy fuck, these guys are cruel and they're assholes and they're making fun of things that they shouldn't and they're transgressing boundaries and they're edgy and oh my god,
and we say,
right?
You know what?
Instead of going after us, he goes after the most popular panel show in his own entertainment fucking
field genre.
Yes, the anti-woke content. He goes after Friday Night Tights. Goes after Gary.
Dude, I'm just getting fucking tired of the internet. I'm getting so tired of the internet. Oh, I'm just looking at my fucking impressions over here on X, and like all of my posts, 1, 2, 3, 4 impressions. Why? Why is it like this?
A nice guy that nobody has any.
I know it sounds like I'm bitching, but like, fuck, dude. Like, how do you get ahead? How do you get ahead as a small creator? It's like I'm being forced down. It's like I have to be involved in all this drama just to get any kind of engagement. Because nobody's willing to push small channels. And it's not just me. I know so many small creators that are my size that they just don't get pushed even though they make good content. And I'm watching it. It's crazy and it's happening on every platform. I don't fucking get it. Oh, yeah, I do. It's for money. Everybody's trying to make money.
Anything bad to say about, who doesn't want to deal with drama. And the whole reason Chrissie wasn't invited to the show on Friday was because she fucked up and created unnecessary drama that was then going to fuck over everybody else on the panel because a bunch of people are rightfully pissed off because Chrissie Mayr, Jeremy Hambly, and Melanie Mack are pissing on people's hands and telling them it's fucking raining. They're telling people that 2 + 2 = 5. They're telling people that the chocolate ration was increased from 50 grams to 40 grams. They're telling us things that we just know aren't so, and they won't give anyone a platform to speak against it. Anyone who speaks against it is banned, gaslit, fucking wrote off as a woke leftist troll.
Wait, Ash.
Like, this shit is
why weren't
crazy.
you allowed on her show? Why weren't you allowed on Chrissie's show?
I want to get into this real quick. Lolcow Adventures reposted this. He used to be involved in tech marketing to a reasonable degree. What are the chances that he's held on to some high-end connections? He is also supposedly a Nepo baby, so maybe looking into his parents is a good idea. PPP says, who actually is Jeremy Hambly? Who has the power to remove YouTube channels at will and shut up female victims with a single threat? Is he an actual organized crime boss? Are the Nexium cult ties deeper than we thought? This stuff is actually scary. What the fuck is going on? You know what I think is going on? I think YouTube is a fake fucking platform that's pushing people that they like or people that have dirt on them. Dirt on the people who work there. That's probably what happened. I bet Hambly's got dirt on some people. Probably did some things with some people that nobody wants out there. That's probably what happened. So they're protecting him. And it's what it feels like. And it feels like they do this all the fucking time. But people like me get suppressed. people like Alex Jones get banned. Yeah, I'm so tired, man. Where did my box go? That's another thing with X, the fucking pop-up window.
I wasn't allowed on Chrissie Mayr's show. I was screaming to go on that show.
But she said no. But why can't you go on her show?
Because we're banned from YouTube.
Whoa.
But I'm not. But I'm not.
Yeah, she's full of shit.
We're gonna show.
And she also had other people who were banned on her show, so she's full of shit.
Oh, the receipts of the lies. When she says that she can't have anyone that's banned on, she had Ethan Ralph on.
And he's been banned a million times.
To have Ethan Ralph, who's double, triple, quadruple banned from the platform, known doxer, known swatter, known actual harasser, has
Woman
restraining
beater.
orders against him in real life, has beaten women on camera. She's willing to platform that guy. Also, she's platformed a ton of people who have been banned from the platform, like Cecil Says, et cetera, right?
Yep.
She's willing to, but she won't platform me, who isn't actually banned from the platform, right? Because she was scared. She didn't want to be held accountable, because the first thing I was going to say to Chrissie Mayr when I got on, do you expect us to believe you have fucking Alzheimer's?
Yeah.
Because you were just on a live stream 2 weeks ago where the whole thing was explained to you. And not only that, Nina Infinity, who is not a drama monger, who is not a troll, who is trying her best to be a professional political commentator with integrity, okay? Like she's in tears about how you lied to her, how not only did she explain it to you in public, but afterwards, for over an hour on the phone, outlined every single bloody detail of this entire situation with receipts. And you were on board as having known that Jeremy did this shit. And then when it came for your live stream, by the way, Nina also warned you in the hours leading up to your live stream not to do it. That if you were going to do it, you needed to have questions to press Melanie Mack, or it would be a disaster. And you didn't listen to her, and you lied and pretended.
You didn't listen. Maybe incapable, but that doesn't matter. Into the sun. Vince Sevenfold magic.
Like you had no idea what was going on. You lied to Brittany Venti. You basically admitted that you lied to Brittany Venti on the air last night without admitting that you lied, because you're just allergic to accountability. You're allergic to responsibility. And I would say
why would you lie to a powerful black woman like that? Don't you know that powerful black women are everything to the internet?
Typical woman moment. But this was beyond anything I've ever fucking seen before, where you're just caught in so many lies and you're given so many outs. All you had to fucking say was, I'm sorry, I panicked, I was under pressure, I wanted to protect my friend.
Well, she didn't think of that, because that's not actually what happened. What happened was she had a job lined up and she's going to be working with Jeremy Hambly, and she didn't want to fuck that up. So she tried to sweep everything.
I lied, and it was wrong. And now I'm throwing Quartering and Melanie Mack under the fucking bus. That's all you had to do.
Literally.
But instead, you were desperate to get this job working for Jeremy Hambly. For whatever this is like working at the Krusty Krab and throwing it away for the chum bucket or some fucking shit like this. Like, this is working at fucking Google. You're working at Friday Night Tights, the top brand in terms of anti-woke content in the world.
Literally.
And you decide to go to a failing program with no
Well, she was getting shared revenue. She was getting a small paycheck compared to probably what Mr. Hambly offered her, because he offers way too much money to these bitches. $500 per stream. And they stream every day. What is it, fucking $2,500 a fucking week? Holy shit, dude. $10,000 a month he's paying them.
Viewership, no support. Why? You have to wonder what the fuck is going on here.
2 million subs plus 10,000 purchase subs every week that Jeremy adds, she checks it and goes, "Oh, look at the number."
That's what she thinks.
But when you look at the
She's such a boomer.
Twitter,
She's such a boomer.
There's a clip where her and Venti are doing a live stream together from a while back where they're getting rated, and Chrissie says, "Oh, nobody watches that show." The person who's rating them. Like, what? Get fucking real, dude. You should be happy, even if the raid is just one person. That just makes me feel like somebody like me would get shit on just because I don't have any viewers. And that's shit. You're not going to get me on your side. I guess it doesn't matter because I'm one person.
He actually believes the botted numbers.
Oh.
But if you just looked at the revenue, today it was $76. How are you going to afford 3 full-time co-hosts making $76 a show? Like,
Come on.
Because YouTube's paying them to be a mob boss, most likely. I don't fucking know.
Chrissie just smells a simp mark. She smells the blood in the water. She heard the tales of Sydney Watson pocketing $250,000 off of this simp. And in her mind, she goes, woohoo, I'm hotter than Sydney. I can probably get $500,000 out of this fat poop pants fucking cock. And it's just so transparent what's going on here. And I just can't understand why. There has to be more to this.
There has to.
Doesn't there?
Well, because
there has to be more to what's going on.
Buddy, she's burning down her whole career to defend Melanie. It's like, oh, but she's my friend. Okay, but you can tell your friend that she's being a fucking retard, and shouldn't you not support?
We're on the internet, bitch. There ain't no friends.
Deplatforming and flagging?
Ultimately, what it comes down to is that Chrissie Mayr, Melanie Mack, and Jeremy Hambly all believe that they are special, that they are anointed, that they are the mainstream, that they are the gatekeepers who get to decide who's at the cool kids
They might
club.
be on a dying platform because YouTube is falling apart and it's getting worse, and this situation ain't making it better.
And who's not. Not only that, they get to decide what's true and what's not. They believe that the chat, no matter what evidence they see contrary to their narratives, no matter what you, the viewer at home, see with your own eyes and hear with your own ears, you must listen and believe what they say because they have a high subscriber count, even though they actually have no real audience at all, no viewership, no engagement, no supporters. They genuinely believe that they have the clout to get away with this and that everybody else is a nobody and a bum. They believe that Nerdrotic is beneath them. Heel versus Babyface is beneath. It's completely delusional. It's because Jeremy Hambly has created this narrative around himself that he has infinite wealth and prestige and power. And they have got high on their own supply and bought into their own hype about this situation. But as we're going to find out tonight from Camelot and Sydney Watson and apparently insiders within the Quartering's camp, Quartering's on the verge of bankruptcy. He has expenses bordering on $30,000 a month just to pay his fucking bills. And he's only making about $3,000 a month from YouTube, all of his money is in Hawk.
How is he paying $10,000 a month where's the money? Where's it coming from? And how long is this going to last? Is that why Mel and HCB aren't there? Because he's like, I don't have enough money to pay you. Maybe by midterms, I'll have the money because the views will go up, but I don't think the views are going to go up. They should already be up. Because it's fucking midterm season. There's only a few months left. It's going right now.
With Rumble. That's why there's $900,000 in his Rumble account. Because all of his YouTube revenue, according to these sources, goes directly to Rumble. And Rumble decides at the end of the contract whether they will release it to Quartering or not. So right now, this guy's got $1 million in cash sitting there for the next 6 weeks,
and that's
until
why
this contract ends.
He has to keep streaming.
He
to
has to
hopefully have it
stream
released.
every single day and please the bosses at Rumble, apparently. Otherwise, he's not going to get that $1 million. Otherwise, he's not going to get the last year, 2 years, who knows how many years worth of revenue from YouTube.
By the way,
I don't know. Jeremy Hambley could come out and clear this stuff up. He could clear up the situation with Sydney Watson. He could clear up the situation with Rumble, allegedly, that's going on. He could clear up what's actually gone on with the gay op that he tried to do, framing people.
Honestly, I don't think that he can, because I think that anything he says, it's going to bring to light more nonsense that he's done. So he has to squash it all because there's just too much shit. There's so much shit that we don't know about yet. And you know how I know this? New shit comes out like every fucking 30 minutes.
For flagging down his channel when he was actually drunkenly deleting videos. But he refuses to answer to any of this stuff because he genuinely believes that he's above it. That all of your concerns, the viewer at home's concerns, all of his peers and the content creation community's concerns, they're beneath him. And he doesn't have to answer. And Chrissie Mayr doesn't have to answer. And Melanie Mack doesn't have to answer, as they all rely on you to pay their fucking bills. Like, I don't know where they believe that the audience is in service to them and not them in service to the audience. You're actually supposed to entertain and inform your audience. You're not supposed to gaslight.
He's below quartering.
You're not supposed to gaslight your audience and piss in their fucking mouths and tell them it's sweet tea. Like,
everybody else does it. You're talking about the leftists, though. He's just gonna be one of the leftists. Well, everybody else posts the garbage stolen content, so I might as well do it too. When nobody's doing that except for like the worst people, like fucking even Ben Shapiro makes better content when it comes to reacting to shit. Like, come on.
And that dude, he just sounds like I don't even, he sounds like this. He sounds like he's gay and Jewish.
Like, this is just crazy. No, this is what they genuinely believe.
Jer feels like he could. By the way, I was saying earlier that I called it because you were like, is he making $20K a month on YouTube? I did the math. I said generously $4,000 a month. So when we hear $3,000 a month, it fucking makes perfect sense. And how Jer doesn't look at these numbers and go, it's over.
Apparently,
it's over. I got to end this.
Mortgage alone is $10,000 a month.
How?
That's what apparently his mortgage is alone.
How?
He built this house in the middle of nowhere in rural Wisconsin during COVID, when the building materials are super, super expensive. And not only that, he took out a home equity line of credit for $300,000 at 7.5%.
He's going to lose his house. He's definitely losing his house.
0.5%. And that's public record that that's the case, that home equity loan. So he's got 2 mortgages on that fucking property. He's got a property tax bill of $10,000 a year or more.
He did all of the things you're not supposed to do. All of the cliche things from all the movies. Does he not watch movies? Don't take out a second mortgage. Don't fucking pull out equity on your house. Are you fucking retarded? Well, yeah, we know the answer to that. It's yes.
Which he told us all was the fucking case. He's got massive maintenance bills. He's got staff to pay. He's got apparently Pokemon cards that he's buying. All of this stuff he's buying. Advertisements on YouTube to prop up his channel. He is spending so much money, and he spent so much money that I
can understand spending a whole bunch of money on shit. If you're buying assets, none of the things that he bought was assets.
The cupboards are bare. I believe that he is just maybe a year, maybe 2 years, maybe less, a matter of months away.
Yeah, I'm hearing 3 months.
From a complete and utter financial crisis and collapse. And so I imagine that's why he's acting the way that he's acting. So panicked, so irrational, so crazy. Because the truth is, had he done nothing from the beginning when we were calling him a poop pants and a cuck, he would be okay. This wouldn't be happening to him.
We wouldn't be as popular as we are right now.
Yeah,
We've never had 15,000 live viewers ever.
And it got up to like 20,000 almost.
Literally. Ever.
And the number just keeps going up.
And then our minimum,
gonna
even
keep
like at
going
3 in the morning, it's still like 9K.
Dude, there were, if you watch the part just before this, there are live streamers that are like, all right, I have to turn off the stream now because Kino Casino just started. I know you guys want to watch Kino Casino.
Hey, at 3 a.m. Eastern.
He may not have been okay, but he might have been able to hold off this collapse for longer. But right now, the walls are completely closing in. And he refuses to communicate honestly about any of this stuff and has for over a month. And at what point will he actually get serious and start responding to this stuff? Because this isn't anymore 2 Canadian retards. Whoa, he pooped his pants. Whoa, we're having serious allegations, credible allegations from his co-host and business partner of years that he's blackmailing her, threatening to dox her and her family members, screwing her over in business dealings, being sexually creepy. There's apparently recordings of him on the phone, drunk out of his mind, being a leering, creepy fucking pervert. His coffee company isn't following FDA regulations, allegedly.
What the fuck? Oh, hold on. Joe Biden's ex-husband has just been arrested and charged with murdering his current wife. What? Excuse me? I might have to react to that. What the fuck?
The packaging on
I'll
the
do that
products,
later.
he hasn't put the nutritional information on that he needs to.
Yet?
So he's not in compliance. It still hasn't fucking happened, man.
Oh my God.
There's just
His
so
channel
much.
His channel
He's
views
lied
are
to his
actually
friends.
brutal. Like these views.
And that's the thing, his viewership has completely.
If you click the popular tab on the Quartering channel, you can see what his views were, what they used to look like. Millions. And now he's barely cracking 30K. It's great. It's fucking amazing.
Collapsed his biggest source of revenue, where all this money comes from to pay for all the vanity projects, the coffee company, the live stream. Even though those are black holes that put him in the red, the YouTube channel brought in so much money that he was able to paper over his failings in business elsewhere. But now this guy, he's fucked. The viewership is in the toilet.
They tell you, don't put all your eggs in one basket. And he was like, all right, fine, I'm going to move to Rumble, and I'm going to sign this contract with Rumble, and now I've got to give all of my eggs to Rumble, so I'm... okay.
Oh, look at
and
this.
when you do see a video here that does get a higher view count, you can rest assured it's because this guy has purchased advertisements on YouTube to promote them. And how do we know that? Because he told us.
And we found
because
them.
He told,
and
people have seen the advertisements from him and have posted them. And we've shown it on the show. This guy's in a world of hurt. He's snaked.
I didn't know he was making ads. That's fucking hilarious. Maybe I should start doing that. I ain't gonna fucking pay money to do that. Fuck that. That feels like cheating.
His friends,
like paying for views.
Bearing and Count Dankula, Bearing released DMs with Quartering, where Quartering admits to the flagging.
Yes!
Where Quartering admits that he did the stuff
Yep.
that he's been denying for weeks and making more threats to flag people down and flag down his friends. And then he takes 7 years of their hard work that they work together in different time zones to coordinate this, because Jeremy's in American Central Time and Dankula and Bearing are in Greenwich fucking Mean Time or whatever the fuck across the ocean in England and Scotland respectively, and they're staying up till God knows what fucking hour their time to make this podcast happen. And it had a dedicated fan base that did love that show, regardless of whatever you think about it now, with some of the comments that have come to light and some of the clips that we fucking played. Okay. And Quartering snaked these guys and deleted all of it.
But
now,
why? We all know it was archived.
It was all archived.
Like, there was no point.
It was all archived. There was no point to this Quartering. He said at first, like, the lies, they just keep compounding on each other.
Us for flagging?
These guys need to just tell the fucking truth. The first thing Quartering said, of course, was that it was flagged down by Kino Casino.
Why would we do that? Why?
It doesn't make any sense. It would be us throwing away everything.
Yeah.
You know, but what he could have done was had Teddy Feezer flag it down for him and make it somewhat believable. But this guy's brain isn't working properly. This guy's brain is fucked up, as we've shown on SSRIs and Xanax, and he's a chronic alcoholic. And so he just deleted it on his own and thought that everybody would say it's flagged down. But you can tell when a video is flagged down and when it was deleted. So when you put in the links, it said this channel has been deleted. This video has been deleted.
Not
and
this
he was
has been
caught.
removed for harassment or anything.
So then the lie becomes, oh, well, I told my editors over Signal Chat. What do you mean Signal Chat? What? You know, as an extra detail to throw in, over-explaining because he's lying. I told my editors over Signal Chat to delete this stuff for the algorithm. Okay? Then the story changes.
How does that make sense? First of all, how does that lie make sense?
Because he thought mixing live streams and videos fucked with the algorithm. So then everybody's like, that doesn't make sense. So then he changes the story again and says that he did it. And this is the real reason, even though it doesn't make any sense. He deleted it because people were making fun of him for the things that he said on that show.
Well, yeah. No shit.
That reasoning doesn't really make any sense because I personally have an archive of every single fucking episode.
He was drunk.
Varicose Veins on Kiwi Farms has an archive of every single episode and has been clipping every single episode and is almost done clipping every single episode of the show. So there's really no point to this other than it was a gay op to try and smear us as flaggers that Magic.
He's gay. He's fat. He's retarded. He's broke. He's bankrupt.
It would get him out of his crimes, but it was never going to work. And then Bering and Dankula wake up in the UK in the morning and go, what the fuck have you done?
Yeah.
Jeremy,
I saw that.
What have you done?
I saw that Dankula woke up and was like, what the hell, man? We worked for years.
And
Bering messaged me and he was like, what the fuck? And then I was just like, yeah, he deleted all your videos.
Quartering didn't have the balls, didn't have the testicular fortitude as a man to actually answer the DMs from Dankula and Bering. And rather than have any sort of accountability,
he'll probably just say, oh, I didn't see him.
Whatsoever, because again, he believes that Dankula and Bering
is legit the same thing that Chrissie did.
Guys who helped him extensively, promoting him, working with him for a decade are beneath him and not worthy of an answer. And he deleted his Twitter out of shame rather than answer his friends of over a decade. And this was all self-inflicted. He did not
didn't last long. He immediately was on an alt account.
Have to do this. But he chose to do this because he is a mentally ill basket case that is spiraling, that believes that he is a god, that he is a mafia don, that he is a king, that he is above criticism, that he is above mockery, that he has the power to not answer any questions, concerns that anyone has because he's above everybody.
They're all beneath him and he's the king. Oh, by the way, Australia, Bering's Australian. Secondly, speaking about Bering, here he is.
He's Australian? So
No.
imagine now it gets even worse.
I know. I was going to say.
So you have to coordinate the Australia time zone, the British time zone, and the Central Standard Time zone.
So Bering
and Quartering flushes that all down the toilet. Fuck Jeremy Hambley.
Yeah.
Fuck Jeremy Dale Hambley of Wisconsin. Fuck him.
And look at this tweet, Ash, by Bering 18 minutes ago. Trizen effect, noun. And he's showing our view count here. It's actually at 16.2. But by the way, props on.
And it keeps going up throughout the night. I think it gets up to 18.
Who finally stepped up and went, no, you know what? Fuck this guy. What the
Seriously?
Fuck? You know, they were trying their best to try to make an amicable ending to this. But there's no amicable ending to this. Because Quartering is insane. He's a psychopath.
The thing is, if he's allowed to get away with what he's done, where he took down our clip channel by contacting his YouTube rep.
By the way, YouTube knows about it. I pointed this out a few times, I think even in this video, that they got in contact with him, and then there's fucking nothing. Nothing's going to happen. And it usually doesn't take very long for them to respond back to you. Usually it's pretty quick after they initially respond. And nothing. There's nothing. They ain't getting it back. YouTube is coordinating with Hambly to get Kino Casino off of YouTube. And it's not working, for one.
He told everybody what he was going to do, both privately to Josh Moon.
And YouTube is letting it happen.
And publicly on his Twitter timeline. And then a few days later, Andy Worski's channel, which was just reinstated by YouTube 6 months ago, found to be in good standing and no problems with it, was taken down with no explanation. The appeals that we filed are sitting there processing for fucking weeks with no answer. And then within minutes of that channel being taken down, our clip channel gets taken down for ban evasion, just like Jeremy Hambly said it would. I don't know of any other person.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy that they ban a channel and they're like, oh, well, there's this clips channel too, so that has to be banned for ban evasion since we banned the other channel. Are you fucking insane? Yes.
Ever. H3H3, Keemstar, that has that level of power at YouTube. Who else has that level of power at YouTube? How does he have power like this? And then we've watched in the following weeks, in the subsequent weeks, as channel after channel after channel that has criticized Jeremy Hambly has either been banned entirely, been age restricted, or received strikes. The list is endless. Mikey No More, Camelot 331, Yellow Flash, Smash JT, Rant Man. There's a lot of smaller channels as well that have also run into issues. Now today, Sydney Watson leaks DMs to Camelot 331.
I'm sure after today, I'm probably going to see some issues.
Exposing Jeremy Hambly for creepy...
I'm posting these streams reclipped onto my second channel.
Sexual harassment, exposing him for blackmailing her, exposing him for threatening to dox her and her family. You know, she has recordings of Jeremy Hambly drunk saying God knows fucking what. And in the middle of this being released, suddenly Sydney Watson joins a phone call with Camelot and starts recanting a lot of these accusations. She said that Jeremy Hambly's coffee was drop shipped in the DMs to Camelot. Suddenly, she's retracting that publicly on the air. She's talking about all sorts of things that she said just a day ago totally happened, now no longer happened. What happened?
Or she's unsure if they are true or whatever.
She's clearly being blackmailed by Jeremy Hambly.
Allegedly, in our opinion.
Well, it's obvious. She said that she was being blackmailed, and now suddenly she wasn't. What does that sound like? It sounds like somebody that's being fucking blackmailed.
Yeah.
You know? And I'm just starting to get fucking sick of this shit.
Yep.
I really am. I'm tired.
Yeah, just fucking say the shit, man. Just say it. Who fucking cares if you're getting blackmailed? You've got the entire internet on your side.
I'm tired of the sweeping. I'm tired of the lies. I'm tired of these.
H3 is involved in this shit. He will help you. He has funds set up for exactly this kind of thing. But honestly, I think that she's not lying at all. That she just doesn't want to be in this. She wants the drama to stop. She said her piece and now she's done. Even though she's got information that she's withholding still. And it's fucking bullshit. Because people are losing their fucking livelihoods over this shit. And she wants to protect herself. This shit's getting ridiculous. It's fucking pissing me off.
These people pretending that this stuff isn't going on when we all know it's going on.
Yeah.
So, as I was saying at the beginning,
I'm fucking sick of it. She's trying to pretend that nothing's going on so she doesn't have to be known as somebody who gets involved in drama. Well, too fucking bad. You made shit decisions. You don't get that luxury.
Of this point, if we allow Jeremy Hambly to get away with taking down any channel critical of him, silencing his accusers with threats of lawsuits, threats against their family, doxing them and the people they love, and we take the boot off of his neck and we let him live to see another day, rhetorically, obviously, right? If we allow him to continue on, this is just going to happen again. We can't tolerate him. We can't tolerate his presence. He believes that
if I get taken down, I'm blaming Sydney Watson. Honestly. Because I'm waiting for it to happen. And Sydney Watson has all of this information that she's not letting go of because she just wants to feel better about herself. Well, what about everybody else? Fuck them, right?
That he's a mafia boss that doesn't have to play by the rules. He threatens people's families while claiming that it's his family that's under attack, even though there's no...
You ask her about that, you know what she'll say? Well, I don't know anything about any of that.
No proof whatsoever that any of the victimization and harassment that he claims to have received has ever happened. And we all know what his standard was back in the day for women that said that they were being harassed, they were receiving death threats. He said, prove it. If you're going to claim that, post receipts. Jeremy Hambly claimed there was a red F-150 on his property. He claimed that his wife is living in fear and is afraid to answer the door because so many people came to his house. He has admitted to having Ring cameras on his property. He's admitted to having trail cams, and yet he has not produced one single shred of evidence that any of this is the case. Okay? And meanwhile, he's deprived our editor of his livelihood. He's blackmailing Sydney Watson. He's basically threatening all sorts of content creators with this chilling effect that if they speak out against him, they will be deplatformed. And it's unacceptable behavior. And Jeremy Hambly needs to let's be real. He needs to apologize, a groveling, crying apology.
Oh, yeah.
We all know.
And he's going to have to accept the lolcow status because that's all he's ever going to be now. Nobody's ever going to work with him. Nobody's ever going to trust him again, except for other lolcows, of course.
Tears.
We all know he doesn't mean it, right? We all know that he genuinely doesn't want to take accountability for his actions, doesn't want to be held responsible. Mm-hmm. But this is about humiliation. It is. This is about setting...
Dressed like a cow. Yes, he's dressed like a cow, a cow costume, and say that he's a cock.
That he's a soy-filled bitch and a cuck that tried to deplatform and blackmail others into not criticizing him. Okay? He has to cry like a bitch. And why? As a deterrent to others, to show others this is what happens to you when you act in this way. Yeah. Because the way that he has acted is completely egregious. Then he needs to check himself into rehab, not just for the good of everybody else around here, but for his own good. Because he's clearly an alcoholic, pill-popping lunatic that spiraled out of control. He needs to go to rehab for several fucking months and get the fuck off the internet. And then when he comes back, he can try and pick up the pieces and rebuild. And I don't think that that's a crazy thing to ask for.
That's what has to happen.
At this point, we are not going to get our clip channel back, most likely. Let's be real. We're probably not going to get that.
If YouTube hasn't responded yet, either they're working really hard and they're investigating, or they looked at it and were like, I'm not going to fucking touch this. And if they say anything, then it's just going to make the internet lose its fucking mind. So, like, they either have to bring it back up or they have to say nothing at all. And either way, I think YouTube is just headed down the drain. They keep trying to promote a bunch of celebrities and, like, push small creators out. Literally. Like, I was talking to Gemini. Oh, you're talking to Gemini? Yeah, I was talking to Gemini because it's in the studio. It's in YouTube Studio. It's how you can get quick looks at your analytics. But the shit literally told me that YouTube pushes propaganda rather than pushing small creators because they're scared.
That rectified. Now, we do have an update that's kind of hopeful on it tonight.
I have to, so if I may just shout this out on the chat here, our clip editor here, Kino Casino Clips on Twitter, tweeted this out, and YouTube actually replied here. So if you can click that link, retweet, and at Team YouTube in this thread, and it will help make some more noise, because now they're actually finally doing a full-blown investigation into this situation. The more eyes on this, the more people at teaming YouTube and all that stuff, the more chances that they'll see, oh shit, people are obviously upset about this. Something
it ain't happened. They don't give a shit that people are upset. You remember COVID?
Went wrong, because obviously it's bullshit. This is complete fucking bullshit. I hate.
Well, it absolutely is.
By the way, him replying to Flaked, going, well, if they didn't, they should.
We're gonna get into a
actually rattled
chronological timeline of events for you guys. We're gonna walk you guys through everything that's happened with Jeremy Hambly up until 8:30 p.m. Eastern tonight. The reason we were 5 minutes late is because I was getting the Sydney Watson DMs, and by the way, Candace Owens is now speaking out against TheQuartering, saying that she's going to be looking into the flagging controversy and potentially covering it on her show.
Oh man, I'm definitely gonna react to that. I fucking hate Candace, but in a different way. I hate her as in, like, she's a fucking insane person. I don't think she does anything really all that shitty other than just say crazy things. But, like, yeah, I'm definitely going to watch that. Absolute cinema.
And Jeremy, buddy, you should have just let us make fun of you, bro. Because it's gotten...
YouTube's definitely going to take the side of the crazy black lady.
So much bigger than we could ever make it. We were getting...
Doesn't she have the largest political following in the world? I'm pretty sure. Let me check that.
4,000, 5,000 live viewers a show. Tonight there is 17,000 live viewers on this program. In the first hour of the program. And it's not just us. It's so many people, so much bigger than us, so much more respected than us. People that are serious, people that are respected and credible are saying the exact same things we're saying. It can't just be written off as this is the word of deranged trolls. This is the words of bully.
Yeah, Candace Owens is not definitively the largest political creator, but she commands a substantial and highly engaged audience as an independent media figure. Her YouTube channel has over 5.5 million subscribers. That's pretty fucking big, and has amassed more than 1 billion total views. Okay. Well, that's a lot. But if you look at all of the platforms that she's on, she's got 5.5 million on YouTube, ranked #1 worldwide in downloads for podcasts and views per episode, 6.9 million followers on X, 5.7 million followers on Instagram. Like, holy shit, she's so big. I think she is the largest political creator, and this AI over here doesn't know that. It doesn't know the numbers to pull together.
And cyber stalkers and harassers, which was always bullshit to begin with anyway. We're a drama comedy show. Just like how Jeremy Hambly for years profited off of drama, whether it was Jack Murphy's drama, whether it was Brie Larson's drama, whether it was
videos on Brie Larson,
whether it was brigading and harassing small creators into submission. And, he cries about brigading and people come into the chat and make fun of him. But I could pull up right now 24 examples where he was begging people to go brigade on his own behalf back in the day. So what's good for the goose is good for the gander, you fucking piece of shit. The things that he has done to other people are now happening to him. And he doesn't like it because he thought that he would always be the boot. He thought he would always have the bigger platform and the bigger audience, and that he would be able to browbeat people into submission with his numbers, with his threats of doxing, with his threats of lawfare, with his threats of deplatforming. But it's not going to work anymore, Jeremy. It's not. And every single day you go without properly addressing this, it's only going to get worse. Do you understand that? Do you understand how bad that it's got? And it's not just you selfish piece of shit. It's everybody around you is now radioactive because of your selfish scumbag fucking actions, bro. So you got to look in the mirror. You got to take stock of what's going on. I know that you think everybody's beneath you and you're this multimillionaire king, but your entire castle is nothing but a house of cards, buddy. And 2 retarded fucking Canadians.
You know what? Everybody is beneath him because he's so fucking fat. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Damn it. All right, let's try that again. Because he's so fucking fat. There we go. All right. He keep hitting the wrong one.
Canadians.
I need to fix
one
that.
Who showed his fucking asshole. One who snorted lines of coke for fucking years and did all sorts of crazy fucking shit and blew up his whole fucking life.
Amen.
You chose us as the form of your destroyer. You know that?
It is crazy.
You chose us to be the ones who destroyed you. And that's going to be the saddest thing of all, buddy. Your whole legacy brought down by two fucking clowns.
Two jesters.
Two
From Canada. From fucking Canada. Like, how are you going to let that happen to you? Like, South Park made an entire movie shitting on Canada. And you're gonna lose to these guys? Are you fucking kidding me? Fucking pathetic.
The king said, he goes, and they are two online jesters who make fun of people. Like,
that couldn't be any more karmic. This is justice, Jeremy. This is punishment from God. Do you understand? Mm-hmm. You put on that cross, your $10,000 platinum crucifix, like the Pharisee you are, pretending like you're righteous and clean and washed in the blood of the Lamb and holier than all of us, a holy roller, and you hold that Bible high and high as you lie and lie, but the truth is not in you. The truth is...
Yeah, you can't pretend to be a Christian around people who know more about Christianity than you.
On your Twitter timeline where cuckold porn was revealed for all and sundry to see.
Not to mention the Reddit account that he was using was his fucking personal name in all these swinger groups. Like, holy shit, dude.
Truth was in your best friend Adam Seller, the Bull's Reddit history, where it was revealed that he is an active bull in the Wisconsin swinging community, in multiple communities, hooking up with people in real life. Your best friend of over 10 years, who is constantly over at your house. We exposed it all on live stream. We exposed his criminal history, his history of abuse with women. You bring this guy around your wife, and not only that, but after it was all exposed, after there was no plausible deniability, after you admitted to Josh Moon in DMs that it was all true, all of it about your bull, you still invited him over to your house to play darts.
Like a week later.
You were a cuck. You creep on women. You're a pervert. Your behavior at the Renaissance Fair was disgusting. You were banned from the Renaissance Fair.
He's a fucking predator.
For a reason. You're a supposedly married man, but you talk about how you desire a younger woman than your wife. You talk about how your wife's pussy stinks.
That's fucking disgusting. I didn't need to know that. Like, why would you say that to the world? Also, with the marriage thing, I don't know if you know this, Mr. Hambley, but the Bible does not allow for divorce. Unless, of course, it was like fucking sexual degeneracy and shit like that. What is it? It's like fucking, if you cheat. I forget the wording exactly, but I know that that's what it is. If you cheat, then you're fucked.
To other men. You talk about how your wife walks in on you masturbating to other women. You constantly flirt with other women on your live stream. You revealed that you drank another woman's breast milk, your work wife's breast milk, on the air. That's something that you told everybody, and you said to the world that your wife was upset.
Sexual infidelity, thank you.
I am not going to be lectured about Christianity and morality by these people. And I'm not going to take this lecture from Chrissie Mayr, who blasphemes the Virgin Mary in her cover picture on her Twitter, showing herself as the Virgin Mary and talking about how she's a new Catholic convert. You went through RCIA. You should know better than to depict yourself as the Virgin Mary. And you should know better than to platform porn stars. And you should know better than to take the name of our...
Yeah, she platformed a porn star. She was like, don't worry, guys. She's a Christian too. Yeah, okay.
Our Lord Jesus Christ in vain, the King of Kings and Lord of Lords, and say that Jesus Christ would endorse deplatforming? Really? And then on your show last night, you...
Yeah, where does it say that in the Bible? It doesn't.
Lied and you never said that? Well, I have the clip of you saying it.
When Jesus hung out with prostitutes, by the way, he wasn't like, oh, I'm so glad you're doing the thing that you're doing. What's that like? No, he was saying, hey, you can do better. You should stop doing those things. Be a better person. It's okay. It's okay to be hurting.
And I have the clip of you lying. And I have the clip of Melanie Mack saying that once you tell one lie, you should never be trusted. So what are you going to do about that, Chrissie Mayr? What are you going to do about that? I have you on tape being told all of the things that you said you had no idea about. And these people want to lecture us about Christianity and morality.
Well, she said she had no idea in public because Jeremy can see it in public. He can't see stuff that's private, and neither can the audience until somebody lets it be known. And they did.
And what we can do in our bedrooms, whether we're able to masturbate or not, as Jeremy Hambly masturbates to cuck porn in public. This is what's going on, and it's going to have to stop. We're tired of this shit. People on the right.
Oh, man. This right here. This is diabolical. Remember, Sydney, 100% for the big guy. Always. Yep. She being blackmailed. 1,000%. Even if she's not, it's silent, and she knows what he's gonna do. He's probably threatened it before, and she's like, hey, he can really do this. I'm not gonna talk anymore about this. I'm gonna save my peace so I can get out of it, and I'm not gonna say the actual stuff. I'm just gonna say what everybody else already knows.
Right wing are tired of these shameless, cynical, pathetic grifters who can't even be bothered to keep up a front of righteousness. They're just publicly degenerates with one hand, and in the other hand, they hold up the Bible. Enough is enough. Fuck off. Stop using my religion, the religion of 2 billion people worldwide, as a shield. Stop it. Just because you claim the name of Jesus Christ doesn't mean you're a Christian. Our Lord.
There will be those who cry, Lord, Lord, and I think Hambly might be one of those. I'm not going to say for certain because I'm not going to speak for Jesus. But, like, it's coming, bro, if you don't change your ways.
Lord said there will be many who come to me on the day of the final judgment and say, Lord, Lord. And you know what Jesus will say to people like you, Chrissie Mayr, Jeremy Hambly, and Melanie Mack? Depart from me, ye workers of iniquity. I never knew you. We don't claim you. Fuck off. Let's get into the show.
Damn.
Okay, by the way,
Fuck
everyone,
yeah. All right, man. You should definitely check out this show. I'm not going to watch the show. I'm going to watch it in clips because it's just too fucking long. Buy them all. Link in the description. Folly Town mugs.
Adios, turd nuggets.